Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to make my matcha pistachio white chocolate cheesecake. Vegan, of course. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to soak a cup of cashews. So I'm going to do that right now. Now you're going to need 16 ounces of cream cheese, and you want this to be a firm cream cheese, not really so much of a spreadable or whipped cream cheese. We're going to need some maple syrup or liquid sweetener of choice, coconut oil. This one's pretty straightforward. I mean, you could possibly use butter, but I would highly recommend using the coconut oil. You need some kind of crust. I found these from Kinnick, the S'morables. They are graham style crackers. They're vegan. Just 8 ounces should do, and 1 stick of butter. You're going to need vanilla. I'm going to be using this bourbon vanilla bean paste. And then, now you can use pistachio butter, but I'm going to be using this pistachio cream that is vegan. Then obviously we're going to need some matcha. I'm going to be using this matcha today. It's a culinary matcha. I'm going to be using roughly about 1/4 cup of matcha. And the matcha, the 1/4 cup of matcha is going to be inside of the cheesecake. And then we're going to melt some vegan white chocolate chips. I've got these Enjoy Life brand. And we're going to add some matcha to that, about 2 teaspoons to this, to get it to be that green color and have that matcha flavor. And then we're going to pour that on top of our cheesecake after it is set. We're going to go ahead and melt this butter. All right, we're going to dump all of our graham crackers into the food processor, and we're going to blitz it up until we get a really fine crumb. Alright, and this looks pretty good, kind of like sand. We're going to dump that in a bowl. And now we are going to dump our melted butter into the bowl and mix this together with a fork. Until it's nice and combined. Just for fun, I thought I would put some of that shredded phyllo dough that I used for the Dubai dates in here. I think it'll give it a really nice texture. So I add about 1/4 cup of those into here as well. Now I have a 9-inch springform pan here. That's what I'm going to use. You can use an 8-inch. You could even use a 7 or a 6-inch. It depends on how tall you want this to be. You can put parchment paper on this. I'm not going to do that because I don't think it's necessary, but you could if you desired. Now we're going to take our little mixture we made and we're going to press it into the bottom of this pan to a nice even layer. Now we really want to press this down, so I'm actually going to use a mason jar to really compact this in here. You can also use, like, if you have like a really strong durable rubber spatula or something like that, that would work as well. All right, and after you feel confident that it's securely packed, we're going to go ahead and start making our filling. All right, so I've got 2 tablespoons of coconut oil in here. I'm going to go ahead and melt it in the microwave. Now we're going to use the same food processor we used to blitz up the graham crackers. We're not even going to clean it. Now our cashews are nice and soaked, so we need to basically make this into a cashew cream. You could try to do this in a food processor. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it in a blender. I'm going to dump out the water that it's been soaking in, and I'm going to add just enough water to get it to blend up into a cream. All right, we're going to add our softened cream cheese to the food processor, and we are going to go ahead and start processing the cream cheese. We're going to stream in 1/4 cup of maple syrup. A tablespoon of vanilla bean paste. You can also use vanilla extract if you don't have vanilla bean paste. So after we've added our 1/4 cup of maple syrup and our tablespoon and a half of vanilla bean paste, because I definitely added more than a tablespoon, now we're going to stream in our pistachio cream. I forgot to mention, you want to make sure this is warmed up so it's pourable. going to drizzle in our melted coconut oil. At this point, we're going to scrape down the sides, and then we're going to add 1/4 cup of matcha powder. Last but not least, we're going to add in our coconut cream. I drained the water out of the cashews and added basically the same amount of water that was already in the cashews that I drained out. And we're going to stream this in while it's running. So after a few times of mixing it in the processor and scraping down the sides, you should have a nice uniform mixture. Now we are going to just pour this right in here. It is very liquidy, but it will firm up. There is a lot of fat in here, so it will firm up in the fridge. And then we're going to want to put this in the fridge nice and even for 8 hours to overnight to let it set. It is the next day and our cheesecake has set beautifully. So now we're going to make the topping for this. So I have a cup of white chocolate chips here and I'm going to melt them in the microwave. I like to do 30 seconds, stir, and then repeat until I get the desired consistency. After the consistency is nice and smooth, we're going to add 4 teaspoons of matcha powder. And it's really important that you sift this in. We didn't sift in the matcha when we made the cheesecake itself, but that's because we were using the food processor and it was going to get blended up anyway. But I recommend doing this for the topping. After it's all been well combined, we're going to pour it over our cheesecake. And then using a rubber spatula, you really want to smooth it out very quickly because since the cheesecake is cold, this chocolate is going to firm up very fast. But that is the topping for this. I'm going to make it a little bit fancier since I usually don't add the phyllo dough or anything like that. I think I'm going to add some dark chocolate chips on top as well and some chopped up pistachios. I think that'll be a nice touch for this pistachio matcha cheesecake. I went ahead and unmolded it so you guys could see that beautiful texture. It's a no-bake cheesecake, so it's very light and fluffy and delicious. So you could do what I'm going to do and put pistachios and chocolate chips on top. It'll be beautiful. It's really delicious as it is. It doesn't need any more. Also, keep in mind, this does have caffeine in it. Roughly, let's say if you get 12 slices out of this, you're looking at 50 to 60 milligrams of caffeine per slice. If it's 8. If it's 8 slices, you're getting roughly 50 to 60 milligrams a slice. If you cut it into 12, you're getting closer to like 45-ish milligrams of caffeine per slice. All right, and I'm gonna cut off a slice and show you what it looks like. You can see when you slice the top, the white chocolate kind of shatters. I think it looks really pretty that way. You can also like you could actually like melt and then harden the chocolate separately and then break it into pieces so you have more uniform slices. But that is what it looks like. It is so beautiful and so delicious. If you like matcha and you like pistachio, this is the dessert for you.